All right, Foundation Nation. I was thinking that I should probably talk to you about why we're making all of these mini messages. I know some of you understand what we've been doing, but anyways, I came up with three real quick reasons. The first one being it's really apparent that once a week on Sunday morning is not enough, and it actually never really has been. The book of Acts tells us again and again that the early Christians were meeting together daily, and they were eating together, they were fellowshipping together, they were praying together, they were studying the teaching of the disciples together all of the time. And the book of Hebrews says that they were encouraging one another day by day, all of the time. So Dad and I decided we wanted to touch base with you guys more often than just Sunday morning, Sunday evening, and try to bring you these messages to keep our church together. So in some sense, we are meeting together regularly, just like the early church did. And there's something interesting in Hebrews 10:25. It warns Christians not to forsake the assembling together of themselves, or not to neglect the gathering together of themselves. And then it goes on to say, and all the more as you see of the day of Christ approaching. In other words, the closer we get to the return of Jesus Christ, the more we should be meeting together. So as the centuries have gone on and we're getting closer and closer with every passing year to the return of Christ, the Church of Christ should find themselves even more eager to meet together and more eager to be studying the Word and praying together. So that's one of the reasons we decided to have these mini messages coming out. The other one, number two, is the leadership team is actually, we've spoken about this before, and we talked about maybe doing online seminars, especially since generally speaking, we sometimes do topical messages at church, but for the most part, we're doing a verse by verse, going through the Bible in great detail. And so we thought maybe it'd be good to do some supplemental teachings online, or when we get back together, maybe on a Wednesday evening every once in a while. But we never really got around to it, and that's a shame. But it's also another example of how this whole situation with the coronavirus has pushed us out of our comfort zones. And I am doing something now that I haven't done before in all my years as being an assistant pastor and an associate pastor and a missionary, and then planting Foundation Bible Church. We've never done these regular contacts through the internet, and I think it's probably good. I hope you do too. But it's forced us out of our comfort zone into this new place. And so we've already put up a lot of mini teachings. Some of them are like devotionals, especially when I was reading Oswald Chamber devotional. And some was just simple Bible reading, like when Dad read from Romans chapter 8. We've got a lot more ideas to cover, and I'm excited about it. I don't want to overpromise, but some of the things I had in mind, maybe I could do some mini seminars, just short 5-10 minute teachings on raising children or marriage helps. Maybe look at some end time stuff. Dad did a couple series on that before. Maybe a mini recap of our series on the Sermon on the Mount when we were going through Matthew. And I have some other neat ideas as well. But these are just things that we can, real short, digestible. The longest message, I think, has been 20 minutes. The usual one is closer to 5 minutes than 10. So we've been trying to get these out here quickly, and it's just something you can grab on and maybe think about then, and you and the Holy Spirit can work on it throughout the course of the day. The third reason for these videos is to put out a resource for our church. And that, again, is topical, shorter than a Sunday message, although I think sometimes it's a good idea to share those Sunday messages. But these are things that are maybe 5 minutes long, maybe 7 or 8 minutes long, that you can share by email or on social media, either blast it out to everybody, or you hear something, my friend needs to hear this. Maybe they're not a believer yet, and this would help them, and you're just trying to saturate them with Christians' ideas to get them closer. Or maybe they are Christian and there was just something that would really bless them. Maybe they're discouraged and the message might encourage them that day. So I wanted to make these, keep them short so that they can get out there quickly. And I'd like to, one of the other ideas I had, put out a simple salvation message, something that we'll always have in our church, So when you, obviously it's best if you can talk to them. I really encourage you to share your testimony. But as a supplement to that, as another thing just to have your friend think about, you would be able to send this salvation message, maybe watch it together or start a watch party, but something that you could send to somebody that would explain how do they become a Christian? Well, how do they what are the steps they need to take in order to get a right relationship with God? All right, so these mini messages, I hope, are a blessing to our church. I hope they're helping to keep us united, keep that spirit of togetherness now more than ever. If you have any feedback about these mini teachings, especially if you have a topic that you'd like me to cover, maybe we could do like an Ask a Pastor kind of thing in the future. But if you have any ideas, please go ahead and share them. We'll do this together. We're going to make it better as we go. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys, Foundation Nation. I love you. And thank you for watching, and God bless you.